The poem The Woodspurge by Dante Gabriel Rossetti is a poem that based in a surreal world and highlights the extraordinary nature of this woodspurge, the flower, by placing it in a surreal world. The poem begins, the wind flapped loose, the wind was still, shaking out dead from tree and hill. So we have a wind flapping loose, but the wind is still. So there's a great contradiction here. So juxtaposed ideas. And then shaking out dead. This is a very sombre atmosphere that's built up, that goes on to be expressed for the next two, the second and third stanza, so we're in the first. I walked on at the wind's wheel. I sat now, for the wind was still. So, this part of the poem here, he's basically given up with life. He's experienced something, no matter what it be, but he's experienced something that's made him down, made him dark, made him feel weak. He's in a severe case of emotional turmoil. And as it goes on, between my knees my forehead was. He's clearly in a great sense of depression. Imagining a person with their head in their knees. It's obviously a poor position to be in an emotional case. My lips drawn in said not alas, my hair was over in the grass, my naked ears heard the day pass. So you've got a weird rhyme here, you've got alas, grass, pass. They tried to make it rhyme, and was as well. You've tried to get was, alas, grass, pass. It doesn't really work, it's a monotonous rhyming words, or the use of monotonous rhyming words. Alright, my hair was still, my lips drawn in said not alas, my hair was over in the grass. My naked ears heard the day pass. So this anaphora, my lips, my hair, my naked. The anaphora my makes it personal to him. So, my lips drawn in, I said not alas, my hair was over in the grass. So his hair's in the grass, he's down low, as we've already thought, head between his knees. My naked ears heard the day pass. The fact that it's just not his ears hearing the day pass, it's his naked ears. Obviously, your ears are always naked unless you're wearing a hat. So we're either assuming that it's cold and he hasn't worn a hat, or he's just in a normal state. But because he's used the word naked, it brings up a sense of vulnerability, that he's submissive to nature. The third stanza goes on to talk about this surreal world and foreshadows that something big. My eye wide open had the run of some 10 weeds to fix upon. Among those few out of the sun, the woodspurge flowered 3 cups in one. So, out of nowhere, out of this darkness, out of this sombre atmosphere, the sun has appeared. And a woodspurge has flowered, so it has grown all of a sudden, a very surreal kind of thing to happen. 3 cups in one. The fact that it's a woodspurge, and it has 3 cups in one, is almost saying, well, it's part of the Holy Trinity. God has brought this flower, its greatness, and he's thanking God because it's coming out of the sun. So it's at God's power and God's ability that this has occurred. From perfect grief there need not be wisdom or even memory. One thing that remains to me, the woodspurge has a cup of 3. So, from perfect grief. Grief cannot be perfect. You're not perfect if you're grieving. This is an oxymoron, and this is used to kind of say, out of the grief, he's become perfect, something's clicked, and it's now perfect. There need not be wisdom or even memory. So in comparison to wisdom and memory, something that people desire to have in later life and in younger life, they want to be like that, the woodspurge has occurred, and the woodspurge is no comparison to this. It's far greater than even wisdom and memory. One thing then learnt remains to me, the woodspurge has a cup of 3. So out of all this darkness, so all this turmoil, the only thing he will remember, because it is so great, is the woodspurge.